welcome to this week's, the 28th episode, by the way, of the Grimm Tale podcast. We are officially 2 episodes away from being done.
I know you guys are going to cry. They're going to cry.
Yeah, no,
we'll be back.
It is. We've already gotten greenlit for a season 3. No date or anything yet, but it's going to be around the end of the year, of course, as usual. But yeah, we do have it. We are going to have a season 3, guys. So fear not. You will get your VC Lauren and Gabri fix. Well, I mean, you still got the quest. So it's not
you do. You just so and they can they can get us live.
I tell you, they got Tech and Topic. And if you're really
like a double dose,
if you're really needing it that bad, we always have the Discord server. And if you're an adult,
yeah, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, we're more than welcome. We do accept submissions. If you're an adult,
we're like heroin. Everybody needs a hit.
Everybody needs a bit. But yes, that is tonight. We are doing Run Rabbit Run. Before we get into that, of course, like, follow, subscribe, hit that notification bell, stay up to date with all things Noble that we do here on the YouTube channel. Make sure to get over to the website, which we do have some stuff that you need to go check out. That is NOBULLGI.com, NobleGI.com. Check out our merch store. Check out our full catalog of everything that we do, past, present, and future. Full schedule of everything that we have coming, going, being renewed, being canceled, so forth and so on. It is all there, NobleGI.com. Also, make sure to, again, check us out on all our socials and everything. We have our Facebooks, our Discords, we have Instagram, we have X, we have everything. It's all there, okay? And more being added, okay? More being added. So just keep an eye out. All that information's on the website. Check all that out. Again, NobleGI.com. Like, follow, subscribe, as always, like I said. Pass it around to your friends. Spread the word. We are almost done. We are one more episode, one more film. After this one, we have one more film to go, and then we do our top 10 of the season. All right?
Boy.
So, with that said, as you can see right above, boom, there it is. Run, Rabbit, Run. And I'm going to start off with saying something.
Yeah, go ahead.
This one goes into that list of I want to punch you in the dick.
And yeah, I would allow you. This movie should have just ran out of my fucking living room. Like, just, God, I wish I didn't pick this. See, it was slow.
Oh God, was it slow? I have so many notes in my shit while I was watching this. Like, Jesus Christ, this movie's, and I don't usually mind that.
Naturally slow.
Yeah, this movie was like a slug.
Yeah. You didn't get to the meat of the thing till like the end.
Until the very last, like the last 10 minutes of the film. And this movie's almost 2 hours long. Almost 2 hours long.
Of nothing but dialogue and stupidity.
The movie, like, super predictable. Super predictable.
Was it?
Yo, yeah. I knew that everything that was going on. Like, the whole thing about the mom being the one who committed the atrocity. I knew it.
Right. She was the one that killed the little girl.
I knew it.
Or whatever.
I was like, I've seen it.
Yeah, no, I give it to the movie. I didn't realize that the mom, as a young girl, killed her sister.
I knew. I've seen it before.
And then apparently her sister came back as her daughter.
Not necessarily. Yeah, yes and no. It was like
a touch on that reincarnation shit.
Not necessarily. That's the thing, because at the end, she gets abducted by the ghost of her.
It was a weird movie. Here's what I got from the movie. They made it seem like the little girl was originally the girl that fell off the cliff.
They were trying to shoot for that, but then they fucked it up with giving it away at like we're actually seeing the ghost. It was a ghost tale. That's what this was. It was a ghost tale. Because at the very end, you got to see the ghost walking away with her daughter.
Right.
Because that's exactly what it was. It was like, oh, okay, it was a ghost all along. Which
I took that ending. It's just kind of like they were gonna relive what happened, like the little girl.
Well, no, actually, I have well, that's the thing. Like, I have a note on that where I actually looked it up and just redid it. Let me see. Let me get the note.
Suspense was terrible. There was no suspense.
Here you go.
They tried.
This was the actual synopsis of someone's deduction. Okay, it says, "Motherfucker, stay straight." Okay. Run Rabbit Run ends with Sarah watching Elsa, or whatever her name was, walk hand in hand with the apparition of a young Alice It's unclear what becomes of her, but the belief is that Maya was led to her death. It's not clear whether this was a dream Sarah was having or not. That dude, even the synopsis doesn't understand what the fuck happened in this movie.
Weird.
They're like, maybe.
I thought so. The mom, a young mom, killed her sister, right?
Yes.
I got that right.
Yes. And then she lied to her parents about
Yeah.
that, saying that she ran away and shit.
She just ran away or whatever.
Which
and they
is
never
sus
found
as hell, but whatever.
her. Right. Exactly.
That's not how that shit works, but okay.
I mean, it's Australia. You know, they were kind of deserty. You know, somehow she disappeared after she threw her down.
I
I
guess.
I
Like,
don't know. Like,
I don't
when you
know,
see
man.
a
There's
body
some.
at the end of the.
There wasn't no water
wall.
there. If they would have looked at the bottom of the cliff,
They would have seen a little.
they would have seen a bottle there. Like, and then they found the fucking body. She found the body and then swam up like, oh shit, there's the body. It's still there. What was it doing in the water for one?
It was a weird movie. Yeah, because she apparently threw her off a cliff, not into the water.
And and on top of that, the reason why she threw her off a cliff was because she was a piece of shit in the first place. Because she beat her sister up, and she was too afraid to tell her parents of all the damage that she did to her. Yeah. So she said, "Fuck it, I'm just going to off you, and at least they never have to know about the beating I gave you."
Supposedly that's a better, outcome for her, I guess.
Which I mean, she fucked her up. Her whole eye was busted up and everything. Like,
yeah,
she didn't fuck her. I mean, she fucked her up in the consensus. Like, it wasn't like it was gory.
No, I mean, she just kind of like punched her around.
Yeah.
Beat her up a little bit.
She gave her a busted eye. She gave her a busted little head. And that was enough to like push you off a cliff.
Warrant a fucking death sentence.
You know what this you know what this movie felt like to me?
What's that?
Okay. If my kid slapped me in the face,
oh my god.
I'm not gonna be like this whole movie was the purest example of candoring to a child.
Yeah. Mom just couldn't handle that little fucking girl.
No, she's like, "Shut up, bitch! I'll smack the shit out of you." She's like, "No, don't do that." Like,
don't.
But to put that kid over your fucking knee, slap. Like, what the fuck? Like, no.
Fucking kicking her out of the car and everything. Like, if she didn't want to get in there, like, get the fuck out of here. I'll strap you behind.
Straight up punches her in the face, like god damn. Like, I don't. This movie was all over the place too, though. Like,
it was just long and just
it was long, nonsensical. Again, not the worst movie I've ever seen. Not the worst.
No, I mean,
not even close. It wasn't. Okay, how about this? I'll even be fair. Was this a bad horror movie? Yes. Was it an okay thriller movie? Yeah.
Yeah,
it was an okay thriller. For being a thriller, it was what a thriller should be, right? But as a horror film, it was a garbage horror film. Yeah, the fact that this is listed as Australian thriller horror film, that's what this is considered as.
Yeah. No.
Like, if this is what modern day Australian horror is, about a whiny ass kid,
count me out.
I'm cool.
Fuck it. Yeah, count me out.
My kid's fucking moan and groan on a regular basis. I don't need to watch a movie about that. Like,
I don't know. It was confusing because the little girl wanted to be called Sarah, her sister.
Tell me. Okay.
So what? I don't know.
Tell me this. Maybe this is just me looking at this. Again, this was not a woke movie. Okay. But there were certain parts that hit nerves. It's like, if your kid comes up to you and be like, let's just say you have a little girl, right? Mm-hmm. And your little girl comes up to you like, I want my name to be Michael. Like, it's not far fetched from, like, like my daughter, she has her own little name, right? So that her friends call her and all that shit. And I'm like, cool, that's fine. We're not going to call you that, but if your friends and stuff, right. Dude, her teachers call her that.
That's the name she demands to be called.
Do you know what my daughter said to my wife the other day? And we explained how this worked, that she's using it wrong. But she said to my wife the other day, because my wife was calling her by her real name, and she's like, "Why do you keep why do you keep dead naming me?"
Dead naming?
Yeah, because dead naming is
that's the name she killed?
No, dead naming is like when you transition.
Oh my Jesus!
So
her old name.
So if you're Christina and then you become a boy and you're Chris. If you call her dead name is Christina.
Wow. Whoa, she's getting into that.
No, she's not. That's the thing. She was using it wrong.
Okay.
Because she's not into the whole transition thing. She was when she was
Oh,
little,
yeah.
she thought she was, but then she realized when on her own, which is great. But yeah, she said that to her, and I'm like, yeah,
But either way, she's
you're using that shit way
woke
wrong.
terminology.
Yeah,
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 exactly.
and not only are you using it, you're using it wrong. Like,
Yeah. My dead name. Yeah.
but that's what I thought when I heard that. She's like, I want to be called Alice. I'm like, oh, I cringed a little bit, even though that's not what this movie was doing. I still felt like that's where it was going. Like I was like, please tell me that's not what this movie's going to be about. I swear to crap, dude,
know.
I'm telling you right now. Luckily this movie wasn't about it, but I would have taken a bus all the way from here to your house just to dick punch you.
Dick.
Yes.
Yep.
If that's what this
100
movie.
miles just
Yeah.
to kick me in the dick. Yep.
26-hour ride, because that's how long it takes. It's 26-hour ride from here to there. Okay, I will take a bus 26-hour ride to punch you in the dick if that's what this movie was about. Luckily, it wasn't.
Oh, man, God.
It definitely still goes on the dick punch list, but luckily, it wasn't a woke. I'll give you that, yo. As nonsensical and crappy as this movie was, at least it wasn't woke.
No, I
That's the
didn't see
ceiling
anything.
now. That's the ceiling now.
Yeah. Confusing, but not woke.
I don't know. Like, I normally do not complain about films being too heavy in dialogue. I don't, right?
Right.
I'm usually a little more forgiving about that things than you are. But fuck, man, this movie was just
It was nonsensical. Like, first, I thought the little girl thought she was another girl, which that's why I said, wasn't she the dead girl reincarnated? But then you see the ghost at the end, like you mentioned. So I guess
think
that
it was
wasn't
more of
woke.
I think it was a little bit of possession.
Maybe, yeah, right?
I think that's what it was. I think it was a matter of possession. Dude, this movie had so many opportunities for jump scares.
Missed them all.
And missed every single. Dude, there was the one time where she's talking on the phone and you see the silhouette of the little girl in the background.
Yes.
And I'm like, I got chills. I'm like, oh shit, her face is going to be fucked up or something, right? Something scary's going to happen. No,
Nope.
no.
No. Yeah.
Every fucking possible jump scare this could have. Now,
I mean, the little girl wasn't even menacing. She was whiny and shitty.
well, that's the
acting.
thing. That's what it was.
Yeah.
It was whiny.
It wasn't even menacing.
It wasn't menacing or psychotic. If anything, you know what? I want before, because there was a split point where I was questioning it. Like I said, the ending of this film was fairly
generic, I guess.
yeah, but no, like I seen it coming. Predictable. Even the mother's outcome very predictable. There was a point where I thought they were going to go into the psychological horror level and that it was all in the mother's head and she was actually like abusing the child. That would have been a better movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, because when she was cutting up her daughter with the scissors and shit, she was
Yes.
fucking her up. But then, like, none of the wounds that she was trying to do were actually there. It was all in her head. I'm like, oh shit, this is going to turn into a psychological horror.
Yeah.
But then it didn't.
And now let's go to there was this one scene when they go back to her original grow up house where she grew up, right? Why was there a cutscene of her hands being all bloody just to go away, and then we never revisit that? Like,
That's what
why
I
did
mean. It was all over the place.
Yeah, like her hands. You saw her hands. They were bloody. She looked
Unless
again,
that's supposed to
they're not
be, unless that was supposed to be like a flashback to what her hands looked like after. But then again,
After she did
why would her hands would have been bloody if all she did was push her off a cliff?
there. Right. And if she did, like her forehead was bleeding, it wouldn't have been that much blood on her hands.
No,
Even if they
like
were
this,
trying to depict
they
the
were
beating.
trying to. They were like, she would have had to beat that girl to a bloody pulp in order to have that much blood on her hands.
To have that, the hands to look like that. Yeah, it was nuts. Made no sense.
Like the movie itself had no direction. Again, you'll be surprised. My ending results are not. Again, this wasn't the word. I have to judge things off of a level being atrocious to non-atrocious, right? This this somewhere falls in between. It wasn't atrocious, but it wasn't good. It was more boring than anything.
I found myself nodding off and everything. Yeah. It
Oh
was,
no, I was too. Actually, I'm
too
not
much.
even lying because I watched this last night.
Mm-hmm.
And I was tired as fuck. I was tired as hell last night. And as I was watching it, I was just like, I was
It was
dipping.
one of those films that, yeah, exactly, because the movie did nothing to keep your interest. It was
No, it
just-
didn't.
Yeah,
It
it did nothing in that department.
There was. Have you ever? I don't know if you've ever done this. As a gamer, I've done this before. I've had situations where I'll be playing, not so much anymore because now that I'm older, once I start showing the signs of this, I just go to fuck to bed. But when I was younger, I'd stay up for like days at a time and not give a fuck. But I'd be playing like a video game. Let's say I was playing like a Need for Speed or like a racing game, right? And then I'd be like dipping off, and then you feel like the vibration from your, and you wake the fuck up, and you're like, you keep playing. That's what this movie was like, because like I was still hearing the movie, right? But my eyes were closed, and then I wake up. Oh shit! Wake up. I'll keep watching. Movie, But I didn't miss anything because I heard everything, right? Because there was nothing visually exciting going on.
No, not at all.
Like, and if anything, the mother itself, like, okay, who was the good guy?
There was a good guy in this movie.
There was nothing, because, the mother was a piece of shit.
Yeah, obviously, she fucking killed her sister.
She killed her sister, treated her daughter like shit, and then she tried to fucking throw the goddamn rabbit over a fence.
Yeah, I know. You see that shit? I'm like, oh, please don't let there be no animal kills.
Dude, I was getting close. I was getting close to turning it off. I was like, motherfucker.
And then her husband left her. Obviously, that was
right. Yeah, exactly. He's like, I can't stand this.
I can see why.
Then there's that whole, like, let me tell you something. Then they're doing that whole co-parent thing. You know that's a modern idea, because that's a modern idea. Let me tell you something. You name one person you know that's ever pulled off the whole co-parenting thing.
I don't know of any. Even my parents were divorced, and one side took care of us pretty much.
That's what I'm saying. The other one, while the other one started their life over, basically. Mm-hmm. Like that's, I mean, that's how mine was. It's like there was no co-parenting. That shit doesn't work.
No.
As much as it sucks, but I mean,
actually, if the new wife is involved, like the new wife was coming over to the house. They were saying
there was shit in there that didn't even need to be in there too. There was a point where they were at the dinner table talking, and she's like, "Yeah, we're trying for a baby," and she's like, "Oh, I thought we discussed that we weren't going to have kids anymore." Like,
but you're divorced, so why does that even?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what
even matter?
The fuck is that? And then on top of that, then when the chick gets there. The chick's fucking, she's a bitch.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And then she finds out that they talked about it, and she gives him the cold shoulder for telling us that. Yep. Like, what the fuck is this movie about?
Might as well just all get together and fuck. Because
that would have, you know what? You might as well. At least everybody will be less stressed the fuck out.
Get the two little kids out the room and let's get the fucking. That's it. That's what should happen.
Like y'all both can like we could take turns and I'll whatever y'all both be stuffed by the end. Y'all both would be stuffed like Thanksgiving turkey by the end of the day.
That's it. You have one girl eat the pussy and you slam that back. That's what you do. Train that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Better movie.
I don't know, man. Like nothing about this movie. Like again, it wasn't a hard. Again. Was this a okay? I say okay. Listen,
movies that had potential. It was filmed beautifully. It wasn't badly filmed.
I thought the production was very boring.
Did you?
It was very bare minimum. There wasn't nothing special. No lighting, no camera angles, no nothing. Nothing in this movie warranted. Like I guarantee this movie could have been made with a budget of like $20,000-$30,000.
Yeah, I bet you it wasn't too, because
there's no way. At most, this movie costs no more than $1 million. At most,
that would be too much,
and that's pushing it.
Yeah, I was like maybe 250,000, maybe because all the camera work. And everything,
but it wasn't even that good. The camera work wasn't even that good. Right. It was. I don't know. Everything in this, everything was just very bare minimum. It was bare bones. This movie was a bare bones movie.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there was no story, in my opinion.
The story that we did get was a very generic. That's what I said. Like I was predictable. I knew what was going to happen.
And the story kind of revealed itself in the last 15 minutes. That's when we learned that the mom had done it, and we got to see.
Which again, God, it was so fucking predictable.
Throughout the whole thing, it was just the story of a little girl who thinks she's another girl. That's what the story was.
And it was done in such an annoying way.
It was done terribly. Yeah.
Like it wasn't like the little girl could have been creepy or anything. There were points where it could have been.
You know why I think I got the whole reincarnation thing? Because remember when they were in a car and she asked, "Can you?" What was the question that she asked her? Where do people go after they die or whatever?
Yeah.
Or can they come back?
Can people come back? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what got me.
Well, what I got from that is like, can they come back? Because she was talking about the ghost.
maybe it's a girl would see, but then at least show us a scene where the little girl sees the ghost, but we didn't even get that.
Well, we did at certain points towards the end.
Like towards the end, yeah. Or maybe the shadowing that we were talking about earlier. Maybe that was the ghost, not the
Well,
little
and
girl.
then when they went into the shack, like the mom was seeing her like quite a few times.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like I don't know,
Vaguely.
man. It's just like this movie. This was done. Mind you, I don't know if this is the case or not, but this movie was done by a very inexperienced director. If that, if
I would agree. Yeah.
because there was no structure done.
No.
Like it could have been. There definitely could have been, but there just wasn't.
No scare scenes. No real gore.
No, the gore was. I wouldn't even say the gore was minimal. This is a movie that gore would have benefited.
Yeah, there was really no gore. Besides
This movie
some forehead
needed it.
scrapings and
Like you're gonna
and that
say,
hand
dude. Even
scene.
when the mom was cutting up her arms and shit, it was just cuts. There wasn't no blood. There was just cuts.
Yeah.
How'd that work? Tell me how that works. What did you run out of blood? You put the scabs on, but you run out of the blood in the budget.
And the rating was MA. It was for mature audience instead. A
Where?
13-year-old kid could have watched
Where?
this movie.
If anything, this was a PG-13 film.
I was going to say that. A 13-year-old can watch this movie without parents.
Absolutely. Like
Yep.
now, yes, are there depictions of child violence? Yeah, sure. Now,
Yeah,
okay,
but-
all right. You know what? I'll let's go with this one. Okay, this is an Australian film, and Australia is not like it used to be. Australia is very, very censored nowadays.
Oh, it is. They're very woke too. Oh, that's
Very,
everywhere
very,
now.
very woke, very censored. Like they're not. That pornography's illegal.
Oh, yeah.
Violent video games are illegal. Like there's all kinds of shit that their government has done over there. So
Yeah.
maybe this
Very-
film was listed as MA because of their standards.
Yeah.
Which God forbid they actually see a real. God forbid fucking what. I guarantee you. You know what? I want to know something. I can't do it. Son of a bitch. I can't do that. I wanted to know. I'm gonna have to look it up. I guess after we're done here. If Terrifier is even allowed in Australia.
Right? We should tie all of them up, pin their eyes open, and force them to watch it.
Right? Just
That's real.
Grow
terror.
some
That's real
balls.
terror.
Like.
Yeah. That's fucking real terror.
Like,
right
but this
there.
movie could have been a lot of things, right? It could have been a supernatural film, and then it failed at that. It could have been a somewhat creepy possession film. It failed at that. It could have been a dramatical horror film. It failed at that. Hell, there were points where it could have been a jump scare flick. Failed at that.
Yep.
Like this movie tried to be a couple different things, and it failed miserably.
Yeah.
Like again, you're going to be surprised at my scoring at the end. It's not like not the worst movie I've ever seen, by far. But it wasn't a good movie though. It was a fairly average movie.
Like, if you were to ask me, was this better than Hereditary? Remember that movie? I'm gonna say yeah. It was a little better for me. So that says a lot because Hereditary was really long dialogued and kind of boring.
I'm trying to think if it was or if it wasn't for me. I can't. I'm trying to think.
But the little girl that got beat.
No. I know what the movie is. I'm just trying to think if I liked Hereditary more.
Yeah, that
than
was a
this.
similar movie to this.
It
You know what I
was,
mean? Kind
but
of.
at least Hereditary had some kind of premise to it.
Yeah, it did a better story.
Hereditary had a better story than this one did. Up until the
But
end.
some reason I still found this one to be a little more. I don't
No,
know.
you know what? I take that back. The ending of Hereditary was way better. Even though the ending of Hereditary was nonsensical as fuck,
Yes, it was.
it was still a better ending than this. At least let the kids walk off the cliff.
Right? Show that part of it.
Show that part, and I'm like, oh, okay, at least I got my conclusion. They left off at a cliffhanger. Okay,
We don't know.
for one, this whole movie is up for interpretation.
It is. I don't know whether to
If
go with
I,
both. What you
that's
said
like
or
me,
reincarnation. I
that's
don't
like me
know.
going to watch a movie and I have to do homework. All right, listen, I got to do homework on a regular basis watching these movies because of journalism purposes, right? But what if I'm just a regular consumer and I'm watching this movie?
Yeah.
I don't want to do homework to watch a movie.
Yeah, I came to the theater or wherever I watched it to just enjoy and have a good time, not to do homework afterwards.
Now, to be fair, there are films that you could argue that were good that did the same thing, right? Like, for example, Inception. Inception's one of those movies that never give you the answer to the ending. They make you interpret the ending.
Kind of, yeah,
But that was at least a good fucking movie.
right.
This wasn't a good. Again, this was an okay suspense movie, like thriller.
It was a passable movie, yeah.
Horror movie, garbage as a horror movie. As a thriller, passable. As a horror, if this is
this is more like a horror. No, this is more like a suspense thriller. That's what it was.
it could have been a horror if they would actually went through with the fucking the jump scares and shit, dude. Dude, I'm telling you. Oh my God, there was one scene in the film that actually gave me chills, and then it fell flat. Was when she was on the phone talking with this person on the phone, and in a blurry silhouette, you see the girl getting closer and closer and closer.
The outline.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh shit, something's about to happen, and this is going to be creepy. And I got chills because I'm like, yo, ain't none creepier than when little kids are creepy.
Oh, I know.
Little kids can be creepy as
nappy
fuck.
Hair and everything. Yeah, and shadow. Yeah.
But no, it ruined it. It dropped it. Like,
nope. She hung up the phone and got up, and that was that. Like,
I wanted to applaud this movie. At one point in time, I was like, oh, they actually depicted violence. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this is a good thing, but if you're gonna make a fucked up movie with a kid in it, don't let everybody else get fucked up by violence, but the kid's spared, because then that's a shit. If you're gonna have a kid in a horror movie, the kid can't be spared because it's a kid.
Right.
You know, if you don't want to depict child endangerment in your movie, then don't put a child in your fucking horror movie. If a child is in the horror movie, then they've played by the same rules as everybody else in the horror movie. If there is a fucking slasher killer walking through the house like Jason or something, Jason doesn't look at the little kid and go, "You're okay," and then go kill everybody else. No, the little kid gets it too. If anything, Jason probably fucking kicked the kid across the river. You know, like.
Yep.
That's what. I don't know. These movies tend to feel like I was going to applaud it because there was really some horrific things that were done to this little girl through this movie, like getting her arms all cut up and shit, and her mom's losing her fucking mind,
dragged by the leg and everything out the room and shit.
So it's like, oh wow, they're actually being, but then again, they had a ceiling. They were like, oh, we're willing to do this, but we're not willing to do that. It's like, no, you don't get to eat your cake, and you don't get to have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah,
you got to commit. You got to go through with it.
Yeah, I don't think they were going for that. They were going for a very nice, family-friendly type of horror movie.
That's what it kind of felt like. I mean, it was not, the story wasn't a bad story. It was just a generic story. Mm-hmm. The acting wasn't bad.
No, that's what I said. The acting wasn't bad. I think production was okay.
The production was passable.
My main problem with the movie really is its length of dialogue and the story.
The length of the movie itself. The movie was way too long.
Oh yeah, and 90% of it was dialogue.
It was, and again, I don't normally mind that. Mm-hmm. But oh my God, this movie did it in the worst possible way.
I need you to give me something to constantly tell me that good shit's gonna happen. You know, like give me a reason to stay awake. This movie didn't do that to me.
So you gotta give me something shiny. If I don't see anything shiny, I'm not following.
Exactly. Show me a boob or somebody getting killed. You know.
No, nobody's boob should have been in this movie.
No.
This movie. This is one of those horror movies. I use that term very loosely, by the way. This is one of those horror movies that nudity was completely okay not being in it.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that. But gore. I think to me, that is my biggest thing. This movie could have benefited from two things: really cool jump scares and some violent gore.
Yeah, and some more violent scenes. There was no violence. Towards the little girl, maybe. The
little girl got the ass end of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, they could have did the mom and the mom's mom, right? The one with the senile thing, gave me like. Have you ever seen Carrie?
Yes.
You know the mom, not the mom, the sister that was locked in the fucking attic.
Yeah, like creepy grandma vibe type shit.
It was. What's that? No. That's not Carrie. That's was it Pet Cemetery? Pet Cemetery. The one with the sister locked in the. Was it Pet? Fuck. It wasn't Carrie. Carrie wasn't the one that had the sister that was all.
Was about the. It was about a girl.
It was about the girl who was treated like shit that had who had psychic powers and killed everybody.
Right.
I think this was a Pet Cemetery movie. They had the sister, and she was locked in the attic and shit, but she was all deformed and shit, and she had to always go up there. I'm almost certain it was Pet Cemetery.
I don't know.
I think it was Pet Cemetery. I think it was Pet Cemetery 2, actually. But that's the type of vibes that it could have given, that creepy mom doing creepy shit thing, you know, trying to rip, you know, I don't know. Like, there was so much potential that could have been done. And that's why I said that this film was done by an inexperienced director.
Yeah, or maybe this is the level of fear that they like over there. I don't know. Maybe that's how scary their movies are. And
Well,
you know,
okay.
fan.
Here we go. Let's go with this one. You ready for this movie had no, again, Netflix, right? So Netflix does a really good job of hiding their budget.
Mm-hmm.
You actually have to pay for it.
That.
The financial department that I go through, because I have this financial place that I go through to get a lot of this financial information.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, certain companies can make it to where they can make it a profitable venture, right? So Netflix has it set up with this company to where if I want to know how much that film, like what their actual costs were, I have to pay for that. I have to pay for those documents. Yeah, I'm like, I'm not paying for your documents. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, just to know how much you paid for a fucking movie. To be
like that doesn't. You should if you. That shows to me that you want to justify your fucking money.
Exactly.
Like if the movie didn't sell that well, which most Netflix films don't because they go straight to Netflix.
Yeah, at least they'll make back some of that money with idiots who want to pay for the.
Not just that, it's just like they want to make sure that their actual income, their actual box office doesn't reflect what they actually paid.
Mm-hmm.
So they can say, oh, well, you don't know how much it cost for us to make it, so you don't know if it was a profit or not.
Yeah.
Netflix has been doing that for a while. Hulu does the same thing.
Yeah, they all do. They all do.
Disney 50-50.
Even Shudder Originals, you really can't find their box
It depends.
office.
It depends. If it's a Shudder original, sure. Yeah, it does the same.
Yeah, you can.
So there is no domestic. There is no domestic box office because this is an Australian film. But there is an international box office. How much do you think? How much do you think this movie made in its international box office?
$350,000.
A little bit more. You're being a little bit more generous.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
$500,000?
Yeah, kind of. 268,000.
Oh, so it was less. Okay, so
yeah, it was less.
Was a quarter of a million. Yeah,
it was a little over $250,000. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, a little over $250,000.
Yeah, I figured this movie couldn't have done no well anywhere.
Like
terrible.
You gotta have like I think this is the worst box office that I've ever seen. Like I don't think
a movie at least costs at least about that to make because everything's expensive. You know, camera work and everything.
There is no way this movie turned a profit. There's no way. If this movie turned a profit, again, I'll eat my dick.
I can't wait till you're proven wrong one day because I want to see you eat your dick.
Like I won't. If I know I'm gonna be proven wrong, I ain't gonna make that claim.
Yeah, right.
There's no fucking way. This movie, and again, I'm not surprised. This movie here is the purest example of the writer's strike.
Yeah,
because this movie was released. This was 2023, and they were dealing with the whole writer's strike all last year and everything.
Yeah, you know how you mentioned on the last episode that. Some movies you can tell could have been AI written. Well, this is a simple AI written story. Yeah.
This here, I'm going to tell you right now, and I hate to say this. This is okay. The music industry the music industry died a long time ago. It's still lingering on, but it's died right now with AI creating music. Now the music industry is almost over. Now the music industry is not only writing scripts, it's actually animating people. I've actually seen it. They're actually animating people now. It's only give it about 5 more years. If AI keeps progressing the way that it's progressing, you will be watching a Keanu Reeves movie without Keanu Reeves being in it.
Yeah, boy. Wow.
You're going to be watching The Matrix 6 and it's going to be like young Neo.
At that point, you don't need producers. You don't need actors. You don't need nothing.
You know what? Maybe our fear of AI taking over the world was misinterpreted, right? We thought of AI like taking over the world by like, guns and violence and killing us, right?
Right.
Maybe them now is them taking all the jobs away.
Yeah.
Because the music industry, the entertainment industry, hell, even what we're doing now is going to get replaced by fucking AI. You're gonna have news agencies doing it with AI next.
There's software out there that you can give it the notes, the keys, and everything, and it will write you a whole song. All you gotta do is sing over it.
No, I know, dude. There's actually I've seen this one app. I'm not gonna go too far into it because it's not the show for it. But there's this one app that I just started playing around with just for shits and giggles. You can talk to it, and it will learn your voice, and you can tell this thing to sing any cover song with your voice.
Wow. So soon you don't even have to sing. Just record yourself a couple times.
Just record your voice,
write
and then
the lyric.
I know, it's
have
like,
AI write the lyrics.
Yeah, and boom, you got yourself. There you go. You got yourself a hit song.
You got a hit. Yep.
Like I don't
millions
know.
of dollars, baby.
But this is the stink of 2023 is all over this film. And if this wasn't written by AI, it was written by a very inexperienced writer and director.
Yeah.
There is no
very
way. And you know what?
Writer.
If this was written by a director who actually has a track record, then this was a cash in. This was just a lazy movie.
Yeah. He needed to just drop something.
I'm getting to the point where like modern. I know this is gonna ruffle some feathers. I'm starting to dread something because I've noticed a pattern with you.
Mm-hmm.
You like not only do you like shitty titty slasher films,
B movies, yeah.
You like shitty Australian movies too.
Love Australian movies.
And I don't
Australian lady.
Australian movies back in the early 2000s maybe it would have been all right, because they were a lot more violent back then. But now with Australia being the way that it is now, like everything, every time you bring me one of these Australian films to watch, and I'm just like,
they're just flops. Yeah.
Either they
I've been disappointed myself.
Well, it's either they're really weak in writing good movies, or I'm so desensitized that their movies don't do nothing to me.
Maybe. But I don't think this movie would have done anything for anybody. So
no, like again, it's not a horrible movie. It's just a very generic movie.
If this is what these Gen Zs find horror,
they do. That's the crazy thing.
There's no hope. There's just no hope.
But they do. That's the crazy thing. They absolutely do. They're like, oh my God, this movie terrified me. And I'm like, your own fucking shadow would terrify you.
Yep.
Like you give yourself a hand job and you fucking get scared someone's touching you.
Yeah. You fucking freak out when you nut. What was
that?
that?
Oh my God, I'm dying. Like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know, man. This movie was boring.
It was long, boring, and nonsensical.
That's being the second to last film, I'm really fucking hoping.
You got to pick it up for us, because
one more chance. We got one more chance to end it. Because here's the thing: we didn't end season 1 on a banger. It wasn't a bad movie. It was a Black Phone, if I remember correctly.
Yep, it was. It was just an okay movie.
It was an okay movie.
Coming out with 2, by the way.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about
it.
And that's a fucking and that's a what's the name movie as well. That's a Blumhouse film, and we talked about me and fucking Blumhouse films. All right, I'm so fucking sick of Blumhouse films.
Did that one even make it to the top 10 of last year?
It did. It was like 10.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, don't quote me on it. If I remember correctly, that was like number 10 on the list.
Yeah, definitely a movie I want to watch. I don't know if we'll do it for the show. So I don't see it being any
if it comes out in the time for season 2, maybe because we haven't decided whether or not we're going to do 20 or 30 like this one again. I mean, this was a pretty long season. So I don't know if we're going to do 20 or 30. Again, we are greenlit for a season 3. We just don't know if it's going to be 20 or 30 episodes. Because I've noticed something about the 30 episodes. Okay,
what's that?
We get a few more stinkers than I would like.
Oh yeah, dude! I think we had a lot of great ones and a lot of world premieres too. Which
no, absolutely, we absolutely did. But there was
we had too many bummers.
Yeah, and I think you unfortunately get that when you draw it out. So I don't know. I don't know if we're going to do 30 episodes for the next season. We're guaranteedly going to do 20. I just don't know if we're going to push it.
We find out
exactly. We got to assess the situation. We'll see what next season is going to be projected like. If we think we can provide good entertainment in another 30 episodes, then maybe we'll. If not, you're guaranteedly going to get 20.
20, yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. That's not here nor now. But I really do hope.
And have a top 10 with just 10 films.
Well, no, but, yeah, exactly. No, we have to have the 20. I mean, because when we do 30 episodes, the top 10 gets a little more stricter than it was in this one. This one is a little less stricter because, I mean, well, actually, it is more stricter because we have fucking 29 films to choose from.
29 movies to choose from, yeah.
All I'm saying is, I really hope this last episode coming up next week, guys. It's next week. Episode 29 will be the last movie, and then after that will be the top 10 pick of the season. But before that, like I said, I really do hope that next week's movie is a banger.
Don't fuck up like I did.
Oh man, but it's like
It's so hard to pick movies because when you look at these trailers, because the trailer was 10 times better than the movie. This one itself, obviously. And there's just all these movies have been disappointing lately. I don't know what it is.
Because it's not the Halloween season. Nobody's trying to make any horror movies.
Yeah.
I did see
2023.
Have you looked at the trailers on the site?
Movie. I have not.
I got a few. There's one called Bite. It's about big ass spiders in the house in a
right up my alley.
Yeah, no, that one looks really cool. There's this one about a little girl vampire. It's kind of like a comedy action horror going on. That one,
that one with the teddy bear, that one intrigues me a lot.
That's a Blumhouse flick, so I'm not.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
Not holding my breath, but I mean,
there's a couple, but again, it's Blumhouse. The Blumhouse is like the most recycled. They just keep vomiting out movies. Like look at Night Swim. We did fucking Night.
Yep, terrible movie.
Fucking Five Nights at Freddy's. Like,
well, at least Night Swim was better than Five Nights, but not by much.
And then I could get the most atrocious one. They did Paranormal Activity.
Yeah. Luckily, we didn't do that one.
Complete shit. Oh, I swear to Christ, if they ever make a new Paranormal Activity,
we're not doing it.
I'll quit. I'll fucking quit.
They probably will. Nice money grab.
I don't know. Blumhouse. Their track record for me is like 25-75.
Mm-hmm.
I've only liked 25% of their films. 75% of their shit is garbage. Because it's not that they make bad movies, it's that they make they're movie mills. That's what they are. They're literally just like, let's write the most basic script and drop it out and make it's like mobile games on phones.
Yeah.
Like they do the bare minimum and just drop shit out. Like, you like Call of Duty? Well, how about Call of Guns on your mobile device? You know, it's like, it's what it is. It's the same thing. Or it's like, you like Assassin's Creed? How about Guy Who Kills in Shadows? Like, like that's what it is. Yeah. It literally is this watered down, cheap version. It's the Wish versions of movies.
Yeah.
Or Temu. It's a Temu. Yep. It's a Temu of movies. All right.
It's a Chinese knockoff version.
It's Chinese knockoff movies. That's what they are.
Yep.
Like I can't do it with Blumhouse anymore. They're just and everybody's like, Blumhouse movies scare me, and I'm like, oh my god, you have no idea what horror movies are. None.
No.
Zero idea what a real good horror movie is. But it is that time where we get to our scores.
Let's do.
I'm curious to see where this one's going to go. So for the newcomers, what we do here is we have our 4 basic scores where we go from 1 to 5, 1.5, 2.5 if needed. If it's below a 1, we give it a noble pile. If it's above a 5, we give it a noble seal. And on those categories, we have it on story, acting, gore, and production. After that, we move on to our woke score. The higher the number, the worse, most atrocious the wokeness is, starting from 1 going up to 10. 1.5, 2.5 if needed. And then after that, we give our overall score, 1.5, 2.5 if needed. Noble seal and noble pile are in effect. And that is what we do, and that is from 1 to 10. That is what we're going to do here. And as tradition dictates, what we do here all the time, we turn it over to VC Lauren. What do you give for Run Rabbit Run? What do you give the score for the story?
I give it a 1.5.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't.
I think you hated this movie more than me. Holy shit.
It wasn't a terrible story, but it just needed more. And it was confusing at that. So 1.5.
I didn't give it
Definitely
a.
needed more.
I definitely gave it higher. Actually, much
Okay.
higher. Really. Again, I thought it wasn't a bad story. It was just super generic. Like I have to go by
boring.
what do I consider bad, right? If this,
Right.
I can't put this on. Say, I know you're not. I know you're gonna fucking disagree with me on this one. I don't care. Suck it. If I have to compare Blood and Honey story,
Great movie.
but the story, there's no fucking
story?
story. The story to
No.
Blood. You can't tell me
Man
that there was a
killer.
great story to Blood and Honey.
No.
There was zero. There was no story. Yeah, there was
Yeah.
zero story. But if that movie was shit when it came to story, I can't make this story a shit story. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying? There has to
Right.
be there. I have to give, even though this was not a good story, it still wasn't a shit story.
It was still a little more of a story than.
Yeah,
than
it was.
the
It was
Blood.
at least it was a coherent story to a certain point. So because
Right.
of that, I gave it a 3. It's a little above. I
Okay.
gave it a 3.
Yeah.
Again, it's a little above average, but nothing to write home about.
Right.
So now moving on to the next one. What do you give the acting in this film?
Well, and that's the part that I'm going to give it a 2.5, but I'll tell you why. It wasn't the best acting, but it wasn't the worst either. I've seen better, but I also seen worse. So right in the middle, 2.5.
Fair enough. I want to see what the end result's going to be. Oh my god, I think I might actually score this higher than you. Holy
Wow,
shit!
that's it.
Because I gave the acting in this a 4. It was passable. Everybody
Okay.
did their job. I wasn't. None of their acting pissed me off, and
No, it
not
didn't.
even the little
It
girl.
didn't
And
impress
the
me.
little girl
Yeah.
was annoying, but she wasn't a bad actress.
But that was her role, so she
And
did-
yeah, if
she
that's what
deserved it, yeah.
she was, but there wasn't no bad acting. She was annoying. Her character was annoying as shit. But the little girl did act, and that's a rarity because I'm very picky about child actors. Child actors make
Yeah.
me sometimes want to kick them across the field.
Yeah, they're never too good.
No, they're usually annoy the shit out of me, like really bad. But no, this one was all right. It was passable. I gave it a 4. It was a passable. Like I didn't have no problem with the acting. It wasn't great. Actually, believe it or not, this is usually I don't know. Again, I'm going to get some hate for this, but I'm not usually blown away by native Australian films. Not in Australian actors. There's a lot of Australian actors that I do enjoy. I mean, hell, Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't
Great
know. He's a great actor. Straight up Aussie boy. But I don't know. I don't know. It was all right. It was okay.
Yeah.
It was passable. Now we move on to the gore score. What do you give the gore score for this film?
What gore? A little bit of gore, her hands and bleeding from the nose and her forehead. I give it a 1.5 because it needed more.
I think
Needed more.
I think you gave this a better. I gave it a 1.
Oh, wow.
I gave it a 1 because it's
1.5.
like the only reason it didn't get a pile was because there was a little bit of blood in it.
Yeah, it was there. So you got to give it a score, but it was.
I don't remember what I gave Hereditary. It's funny that you mentioned that because I remember Hereditary having horrible fucking gore score as well.
Terrible. I
Like
don't remember what they
even
were,
the
but they were
beheading of the
terrible.
little girl, fucking there was
Yeah.
no blood.
Oh, yeah.
It looked like a rubber head. It's like it was real bad.
It was done all fast and
Yeah.
fast screen music. Yeah, it was.
I don't know. This probably feels about the same. I don't know if I gave. I think I want to say I gave Hereditary like a 1 or a 1.5. But I'm giving this one a 1. I'm definitely giving this because it was barely there. There was one scene where she had blood on her hands. One scene where the daughter had like a little blood on her head. But really, about that, wasn't really anything else.
No.
And for a movie that could have benefited from it, could have benefited
Definitely.
from it. So, yeah, definitely I give this a 1. You give it a 1.5. Surprising on that one. No, I think this is. I see. I kind of see where this is going to go. What do you give the score for production?
Well, production, it wasn't bad. Production, I think it's going to be like one of my highest score. I give it a 4. It wasn't terrible. Scenery was okay. Soundtrack was but it was there. It sounded good. A 4. I give it a 4.
Okay. I didn't give it a 4. I gave it a 3. And the reason I gave it a 3 was because it's like the only thing production-wise that this movie had that was okay was the camera work.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't shaky. It didn't look like it. It's not like one of those fucking. I'm gonna say it. It's not like some of those fucking shitty horror movies that you get me to watch, where it literally looks like someone's running around with a fucking camcorder, like it's all shaky and shit.
Yeah, every time there's a chase scene, you see the camera chasing behind the two characters.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like no, the camera work in this film was passable, but everything else was just garbage. I can't did it have atrocious sounds, a soundtrack? No, but there was. I say that because there was nothing to it. There was no sound effects, really. There was nothing. Even the ear. Look, here's the thing: when you're having an eerie, quiet moment, you're still supposed to have like some eerie ambiance music or something. This movie didn't have that.
No,
it was just quiet, very quiet. It's like, oh, we don't have money for music or anything, so we're just going to leave that out of the movie.
We're not going to pay a composer. We're just going to.
We're just. Fuck, you could have put some stock sounds in this motherfucker and it would have been a little better.
Something.
Like, I don't know. Like, the production was just. I don't know. It wasn't. Again, the camera work was fine, but that's about it. The editing was okay. I'll get from a person who works on editing. Fine. It was okay. Yeah. But it was well. Again, it wasn't great though. It was not great. It could have been way better. Way better. So, with that said, let's move on to the woke score. What do you give the woke score?
It didn't move for me. I kept it at a 1.
Same.
I didn't see anything.
Which I will applaud them on that. And again, that is probably the reason why this is going to have the score that it has. Is because I say, now again, this wasn't a horrible movie. It was a passable movie. It's exactly what it was. But the fact that it didn't have any wokeness in it, especially coming out of Australia too, like, wow, that's pretty ballsy, you know? Yeah. You're not going to win yourself any awards doing that. So, again, 0, I give it a 1, you know, it didn't move. So I will applaud people who don't add wokeness. Yeah, don't add wokeness to their movie. So I give them that. And that does project some of the score that I did give them at the end here. So keep that in mind. So with that said, we're going to go to our overall scoring now of Run, Rabbit, Run. Not to be mistaken with Run, Rabbit, or Rabbit Run, whatever the fuck that movie was called. It's not that. This is the 2023 Run, Rabbit, Run Australian film. What do you give your overall score for this film?
My overall score was a 4. It was
wow.
It was long. I was falling asleep. It did nothing to help me stay awake. And I was confused. I thought it was like a reincarnation type of deal. Kind of a ghost thing at the end, if you can call it that. And yeah, I gave it a 4.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. Very low, shitty movie.
So I gave it a 6.
What?
I gave it a 6.
I'm surprised you gave it that high.
I gave it garbage. I can't say it was garbage because I've seen garbage. It wasn't a good movie. It was just above average.
It was an extremely average movie. Yeah.
Now,
bargain bin type
mind you, that being divided up between our two scores at that point just gives it a 5. So it is a fairly average film at that point, which is fair. Right, which is fair. Yeah. I mean, I give that. That's what it is. So yeah, I gave it a 6. You gave it a 4. Rounded it off to a 5 for the season. Would you recommend this as a watch?
Yeah, but not a buy or a rent.
No, not at all. Fucking
no.
And
don't buy, don't rent. I guess if you're looking for a simple film that you can sit the family around the sofa to, then yeah, I guess this would work for that.
You know what? The problem is a lot of Netflix movies aren't really. I wouldn't really say I would buy anyway.
No, exactly. Yeah, like, a lot of them don't even go to DVD. I don't think
Netflix is becoming like the bargain bin at this fucking point.
It is.
Like so even stuff like what they had, the Rebel Moon, like great movie visually, but they fucked it up with their fucking woke ass bullshit. Yeah.
So, and then it bothers me. How do you go from a Rebel Moon type of movie to this? Two different genres. Yes, I get it, but one looks so beautiful.
To be fair, the thing, Netflix is just the publisher,
funder, right?
They're the publisher.
Yeah, the publisher.
That's all it is. They're not the studio. Like they do have Netflix studio movies. This was not a Netflix studio. This is just a Netflix. Like they bought the rights to it.
Right. to put it on their shit.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
Netflix original. It's not anywhere other than Netflix. That's what it is. But they didn't make the movie. So,
No.
but
Yeah, you're right. I guess that makes sense.
But to go by their track record, if I remember correctly, they did Death Note, and that movie was garbage. And they actually have right now, as I speak, at the time of this recording, they have the Avatar: Last Airbender series going on right now, and I haven't gotten to watch that. It's a live action that they have going on right now. I actually want to watch that because I used to love the animated version, and the first live action movie that what's the face? What the hell's that dude? I think he's Indian. He does. He did like Sixth Sense and all that shit.
Oh, you're talking about
Oh God,
he's a producer, right?
yeah, director
Yeah,
and all that shit. M. Night Shyamalan. Yeah,
M. Night Shyamalan.
yeah. M. Night Shyamalan did the fucking the other fucking Avatar: Last Airbender movie, and that was fucking shit. It was bad. It was real fucking bad. Like he needs to never do that again. But
he does a lot of bad movies. Period.
Which is fucked up, right? Because when you do the Sixth Sense, that was a good movie.
It was, but then he did what was it? The one
Life of Pi was a weird movie too. The one with the kid on the boat with the lion and the monkey and all that shit.
Oh, I don't think I saw that.
That was a weird movie.
Most recent one we saw was the one where they got time trapped in that whatever the fucking name of that movie was. I forget.
That was season 1. No, was that season 2 or 1?
I think it was 1. Yeah, it was 1. It was
Was
definitely
it?
1.
It was Life or something, wasn't it called Life?
I don't remember.
It gave me, diarrhea.
Remember.
That's what it gave me.
Everybody aged old quick.
Yeah.
Some weird movie.
Film gave me diarrhea. That's what it did.
It
But
sure
my
did.
point is like it's I don't know. Just stop it. That's all I mean. Just no. You don't make movies like that.
Nope.
But this movie again, not really. You can pass this movie by. I'm not saying don't watch it if you. It's literally just a Netflix watch away.
It's free if you already
Sure.
have Netflix. Why not?
I wouldn't say spend any money on it, but if you already have I wouldn't say get Netflix to watch this movie.
No.
But if you already have Netflix and you're just bored and you want to watch something, sure, whatever, give it a watch, I guess. I would never put any money behind this movie. Apparently, a lot of other people believe the same exact thing since it only made $500,000 in revenue.
Yep.
So yeah, that is our take on Run Rabbit Run.
Yeah.
You need to stop picking these fucking Australian films. That's what it is.
I didn't even know it was Australian until I turned it on yesterday, Sunday, whenever I watched it.
The one that you did, that wasn't half bad. But that was done back in we did that for Quest.
That was that was the
one that's
the
based
Wolf
off
Creek.
of the that one.
Yeah,
But
the Wolf
but
Creek.
again, that was from a time before wokeness was serious.
Yeah,
and
which
before
was
people
part
became
two, part 2. You're gonna like part 2 too.
I'll get around to it.
It's like I'll add it to my list, whatever.
At this point, it's like if it's not on the list of things we need to watch for shows, like I get to it when I get to it.
Yep.
But yeah, that was our Grimm Tales episode this week. One more movie next week, guys, and then we have the top 10, and then we are done with Grimm Tales season 2. We made it through. Another season. Okay, we're not there yet. We're almost there. This is 28. We have 29 and 30 coming. All right, next week will be the 29th episode, the 29th episode of season 2, and that will be our last movie pick of the season. And then the 30th episode will be our top 10 of the whole season 2. That's what that will be.
Yeah,
we've done it once again, guys, and we have been greenlit for a season 3. More details on that will be announced. But that is tonight's episode. That is the 28th episode. Sorry, it wasn't a banger. It is what it is. But that is what it is. And we hope that you join us. That is us on Friday. We hope that you've enjoyed this show. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Definitely do that.
And make sure to join us on all the other things. Again, like, follow, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Stay up to date with all things Noble that we do here on the YouTube channel. And make sure to like, follow, and all the other stuff on all our other socials as well. Hit us up on our Discord server or email accounts, depending on what you're going for. Make sure to get over to our website, nobullgi.com. That is nobullgi.com. Check out our merch store. Check out our full catalog of everything episode-wise that we do, past, present, and future. Make sure to check out our full schedule to find out what's coming, what's going, what's being rescheduled, and then what is being canceled. All that and more, nobullgi.com, NOBULLGI.com. But it is time. It is time to get the hell out of here, guys.
Right. Have a wonderful time.
Have a wonderful one. Go get laid. Have a good party time. Spend time with your family. Do something. Enjoy yourself. But
Stick it in something.
Yeah, fucking get a teddy bear. Fuck it works.
Who cares?
But that is us, guys, and we will see you when we see you.
Peace.
Peace out.